everybody, welcome back to ToyinTube. Thanks for joining me today. I have amazing guests with me today, as you can see, starting with beautiful Ashley.
Hi.
And then this is Oyela King.
Hello, I still remember my humble self.
Very humble indeed. We'll talk about that later. And then I think this is a very, very gentle person here. His name is Inka. You can say hello.
My name is Bonnie Masha Kukumbele III.
Oh Lord, Jesus have mercy. Alright then, we're gonna get to all of that later on after the shoot. Anyways, so today guys, we are talking about a very interesting topic. And the topic is, who enjoys sex more between men and women? And so first things first, when it comes to the issue of sex, yeah, it's a very interesting one. I think out of the two genders that we have, I feel like there is one gender that we know for a fact they like the idea of sex more than the other gender. I'm not gonna say what gender it is, but you guys can fill in the dots or fill in the blank space by yourself. So we know that one gender and they know who they are. So, but when it comes to the actual act of sex itself, I think a lot of people have different opinions about who enjoys sex more. But then again, I feel like that's something that differs from one person to another. It's a personal thing. But if we then take a poll, we don't know exactly. I can say, maybe Ashley knows, maybe Lucky knows, maybe Inka knows, but I can't sit down here and say one sex does, but I'm looking forward to hearing my guest opinion on this. So who's gonna go first? Ashley?
Lucky.
Okay, yeah, Lucky. This is this is the chief executive in the Department of Sex. So
I
give it to us.
I don't understand that. I mean, that title.
What do you mean that is
Chief
not?
Executive in the Department of Sex.
No, but you have a lot of knowledge.
No, it's not. I don't
You have a
understand what
lot-
you mean by a lot of knowledge. Yeah, I've been around for a while, but
About how long now?
age doesn't actually determine your experience in
Okay,
sex.
I agree
So,
with that. This is very new. I never agree with him, so this is very new that I'm agreeing with Lucky for the first time.
Well, everything being equal, I don't mind. I mean, keep that is rolling and starting. Sex is a very simple thing. As far as I'm concerned, it's a gift from God, because when God created human being, there's a purpose why all those things called private parts are there. They have a function. And it's like there's a particular function they perform, and it's like when it comes to sex, I don't think anybody should one way or the other try not to operate it the way it is meant to be. So I find the question here now is, who enjoys sex most? Well, for me that shouldn't be a question, because if I say a man enjoys sex most, I'm talking from my own personal experience. I'm not a woman, and I can never be a woman, so I wouldn't be able to relate accordingly in this.
But can I play the angel's advocate, because I really I don't like that devil's advocate. Can I play the angel's advocate here? Because a lot of time when we talk about sex, I feel like when men talk about sex, they talk about sex like they are doing sex to a woman. So I had sex with that girl. I don't want to use the F word, but we all know what that means. And they use it in such a derogatory way. I had sex. They make it look like or sound like they enjoyed doing what they did to the woman, without actually thinking maybe she equally enjoyed it. So over time, everyone thinks men are the only ones that enjoy sex.
Well, with this explanation just given or illustration, the basic thing is that there is a difference between the act of sex and actually having sex. For a man, the act of sex is you being a conqueror. That okay, fine. Like naturally, a man will chase a woman, and the bottom line is, until you get down, you don't believe you are having. You've won anything. It's like so. The act of sex, when a man actually have intimacy with a woman, is just like a scoring point. That you find. I've invested time, effort, energy, money in this journey, and it just became fruitful. But when it comes to sex on its own, it depends on like when you said who enjoys sex more, if it's a man and a woman. As I said to you initially, I'm a man. I love sex. I enjoy sex, but for me to now say, okay, fine, I have a woman by my side, and to say, oh, maybe she enjoys sex better than I do, or I enjoy sex better than her, I can't relate to that because it depends on what the woman. I don't know what she's been through. Yeah, a woman can just say, oh, like in the act of sex, not actually communicating or not really showing much emotion, and she might be the one enjoying it.
Yeah.
But generally, if we are going to be talking gender-wise, I believe women enjoy sex more than men.
Ashley, what do you think?
I think it's a two-way street. If you feel like you want to enjoy it, you will enjoy it, regardless of what the other person is doing. But at the same time, there can be other people who are a bit selfish during the process
and these other people, what category, what gender do they fall into? What gender do they fall into? Be free, tell us the truth. What gender do they fall into?
They fall in man's category.
Of course they do.
I don't want to believe that.
You don't have to believe it.
No.
You don't have to believe it. We're not asking your opinion on this one.
You don't have to ask my opinion. Like you can't say that. Oh, it's yeah. You might be right in to some certain level, but you want to tell me that sometimes you don't have a woman that's been selfish and not really giving all enough.
How does a woman become selfish in that?
Most times, some women they just sleep like log of wood on the bed and just say, "Oh, come on, do whatever you want to do."
Right.
They'll probably be either tired, not into you.
So why if you're tired?
Exactly.
No. What they say?
Otherwise,
No. You said you're tired.
yeah.
Oh,
So why you get into the act when you're tired? You can have a proper
Because
rest
just
and go.
wants to make sure that you've ticked your box for that day.
Thank you. She's just putting you first by even giving it a go.
A woman never put a man first.
Oh yeah, they do.
A woman
Oh,
never
no.
put a man
We do
first.
all the
And a
time.
woman will never.
All the time.
A woman
all
will
the
never.
Time.
I don't understand. When it's like the act of sex, whether you like it home and away, is the woman that has the final say. Is the
In
woman
what
that has
way?
the
In
final
what
say.
way? Tell me.
You can't force a woman to have sex.
Oh, yeah, you can do.
No matter what your urge is, you can't force a woman to have sex with you. So at some point in time, if the woman say, yeah, let's do it, then she must be ready for it.
Let's not digress here because this one you just said last now, you can't force a woman. Do we know that even in a marriage, there are men who are forcing their wives to have sex? There are husbands who are raping their wives. So let's not go down that road.
Maybe you're talking about beasts. When you're talking about proper men, why will you force a woman to have sex with you?
Okay, well, that's another debate. But let's not just say, oh, you can't force a woman. Yes, people force. They force women all the time.
I think our audience we're talking to people that are reasonable. I'm not talking about idiots.
And some men, even if they don't force their wives, they guilt trip her into wanting to do it. And the woman just feel like, okay, it's my obligation based on what he
But it's
said.
an obligation anyway.
Not necessarily.
No, it's your
If
obligation.
it's your obligation, but if you're fine, maybe it's part of your obligation to the marriage. But then, maybe if you're tired, if you just don't feel like doing it, should you have to do it just because you want to please the man?
You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. So once you said, oh, the woman might not give her best in bed because she's tired. Mm-hmm. My first question is that why will you go into bed with your man when you know you're tired?
Because she's, like I just said, she's trying to just please him and make him. She's fulfilling her obligation, like she said. And when it comes to these things, we know that men, they don't care whether you're tired or not. They want to do what they want to do when they are ready to do it. Uncle.
Hey. Take it easy.
Okay, Inka, come into the camera. Okay, tell us what's your opinion on this?
My opinion is I agree with partly what Ashley said, but I think there's a point you're missing, and the point is that I think generally men need sex more than women. That's the first thing.
All right.
So
men need sex.
They need sex more than women, and if I speak, well, let me just say that in my world, the average people that I know probably need sex at least a minimum of 4 to 5 times a week.
A week.
Oh,
yeah.
To be fair, I thought he was gonna say a day. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
But even a week, that's a lot still.
I know that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Because I'm like me. Okay, let me just put myself. Is that if I don't get sex on a regular basis, I get a bit moody. My tolerance level starts to decrease.
Right.
And
I mean, everyone has different.
And I don't know. Actually, I agree. You know, sometimes if you just want the guy to be happy, or you just want to cheer him up, you know, that you give him some nice sex, and then you can calm him down for a couple of days. And most women, they know that if they want to, let's say, cajole their husband into doing something and things like that, when they're out, I said, oh baby, if you buy me that, I'll really treat you really good tonight. And the guy, yeah, you sure? And the guy would do it. Am I lying, Ashley?
I'm not too sure I would, be bribed with such a thing like that, but.
Yeah, but it does happen though.
Well, we use it as an incentive. You can use can use a woman. No, let me rephrase that. A wife can always use sex as an incentive to her.
Not that they can always use. I know a lot of women are doing it.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. So I just don't want to generalize. So that's the point I'm trying to do. So when you're looking from that perspective, then you understand the man's mindset when it comes to sex, because we naturally men are animalistic type of people.
Animalistic.
That's what we are. So we like to conquer. And even you like to feel like your husband's a conqueror. You like to feel that your husband is the man of the house and things like that. And part of that is, to be rewarded. I need to be rewarded with good sex. But we're living in 2023. You understand me? And you have to, if you want a happy marriage, you have to partake. You have to be present in the marriage. And being present in the marriage is to understand the woman's instincts and to understand.
Okay, so according to you, who enjoys sex more?
It ought to do with chemistry.
Right.
Yeah, fine.
Fine.
Yinka just mentioned something about chemistry. Actually, that's the most important factor. It's like when you're talking about who enjoys sex most, it depends. The way individuals are wired is different, and there's something they call libido. And it's like, it depends on how sexually active you are wired. But still, talking about being sexually active, you can be very sexually active, you can have a high libido, and you are getting it from the wrong person. So enjoying sex, having sex is different. Having sex is different from enjoying sex.
Yes.
True. I might enjoy sex, but if I don't have the right person to play the game with or to get into the act with, I mean, I won't be getting to the peak.
Okay, so but why do you want to have sex when you know that the person you're having sex with, you're not going to enjoy it with them?
No, how will you know that you're not going to enjoy with them until you do with them?
But you mentioned chemistry. That's what chemistry is about.
No, it's not chemistry. Chemistry, the chemistry you're talking about is about you're talking about the force of attraction. No,
okay,
the chemistry is about the libido.
Speaking from a female point
No,
of view.
the chemistry I'm talking about is not
tell
about
me if I'm
attraction.
wrong with this.
Listen
For
to
most
me.
of us women,
Listen
we
to me.
don't go down there. We don't go that far with a man unless we have some sort of chemistry with them.
What are you talking about chemistry?
I'm not saying that
No,
there are no
Tony,
women
you're
who
talking about physical attraction.
Exactly.
Being
but with
beautiful,
you men, you don't have to have physical attraction with anybody.
No.
You can just do the acts wherever, whenever.
I explained.
Sorry, Skimmy. Hold on. No. I'm not going to let this go. She's getting it wrong somewhere. You can have the most beautiful girl by your side and the sex is still useless. You can have a girl that is very, very attractive to you, that you love everything about her, but when you get to bed, it's a washout.
Tell us more.
How
does that work?
It depends on the woman.
You're looking guilty.
It depends on the woman.
I've never heard that before.
Why would it depend on the woman?
I don't understand. She doesn't understand it.
Fine. Okay, I come across a girl. She has everything I like. Let's say 9. I'm not saying 10.
Is that pre-marriage or post-marriage?
Pre-marriage. You're talking about generally. You're talking about pre-marriage. 9/10, and it's like we get to bed. Is if she can't perform to the level that I would like her to perform to, then the sex is not going to be something I can recommend. Let me tell you one thing, and unfortunately, when you're talking about being attractive, the word on the street is that the girls that know how to give you a proper sex, they are the ugly ones.
Right.
Because they know that, okay, and I mean, the pretty one can easily get a man. The ugly one, it takes a while before they can get, or the athletic one takes a while. So they work harder. They work harder. So what are you talking about? They work harder.
So by definition,
I don't necessarily believe.
You don't have to believe me.
So by definition, what he's trying to say is that you two girls are rubbish.
In bed or what?
But he can't. He hasn't been there before, so he can't say. He can't. He can't come to that conclusion.
Because you're pretty girls. You're both pretty girls, so by definition, you're rubbish.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
what I'm saying is that most of the time, the pretty ones, because they believe that, okay, fine, they can easily get the man, and they can make the man stay. When it comes to the act, most of them, they are fine wanting. But the average looking, the ugly one.
But I feel like when you say most of them, based on what statistics is that, like, I
can't
believe
do
that.
5,
There's no
6.
way you say most pretty girls are not good in bed. That's wrong.
Okay, some pretty girls are not
to
good
the
in bed.
Playboy website.
Hey?
What's the
What did you say?
I said refer them to the Playboy website for statistics.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is that where you're getting your statistics from?
No.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay, so let's move on from that. So we've been talking about, I'm not sure we've been able to come to a consensus about which gender enjoys sex more, but in the meantime, how do we even measure enjoyment of sex? When we say enjoy sex, how do we measure it? Or what are the factors that lead to, or that make sex enjoyable for anyone? So let me start, because someone has mentioned chemistry before. You mentioned chemistry. If there's no chemistry for some people, they're not even going to go as far as wanting to.
I can enjoy sex with no chemistry.
Okay, yeah, that's you. That's majority of men. We already know that. Okay. But for majority of women, we have to have chemistry.
Why are you getting your statistics from?
I've set him up again.
No, why are you getting your statistics from?
I've set him up again.
No, I don't understand. Where are you getting your statistics from?
I just need a woman to turn up.
Oh my gosh.
You just need her to turn up. Oh my god. No, you're not joking. That came from the deepest part of your heart. Okay, Ashley, what other factors are we looking at aside from chemistry?
I'm sorry, personally for me, I don't think there's anything else apart from chemistry.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of factors in play.
Such as?
So number one, neatness.
Neatness of what?
Neatness, being neat.
Of what?
No.
No. You're talking about. No. He said, how do you enjoy sex?
Yeah. What are the factors?
What are the other factors apart from chemistry?
Apart from chemistry, there's some other factors that make you enjoy sex.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree with him. You have to be a neat person.
You have to be a neat person.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused.
So am I.
Yo, you want me to expatiate further on that?
No, could you just elaborate? Neatness of what?
Yeah, fine. You got somebody, you got a lady by your side.
Yeah.
You got the right chemistry. Yeah. She's attractive. You like her, and you get down to bed, and you find out that maybe some of them, maybe due to being overlooking some certain things or whatever, you might be perceiving some kind of odor.
Okay.
Hygienic reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not okay.
That's
part of it. Wouldn't you evade that? All that in the vetting process.
How do you vet?
What vetting process is that?
Before she get anywhere near my bed, I think I would have figured out whether she was neat or not. You know what I mean?
I know.
A deal breaker.
No, it's not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker for me when it comes to women. Yeah, if you don't use deodorant,
it's part of it.
That's a deal breaker.
That's part of it.
If you don't use, you don't have to.
If she's not smelling nice.
You don't have to use deodorant to be nice.
I understand.
To smell nice. No, you don't have to use deodorant to smell nice.
No,
if you are a neat person on your own, you don't need deodorant.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So what does he need deodorant for? To mask? Is it to mask some certain odor or what?
Okay, well let him speak.
No, what do you need deodorant for? Is it to mask some certain odor?
You don't smell.
We don't smell. So
no, but he's saying it's not because she doesn't smell. So what is he saying?
So what you saying to me? No. I want to get to the root of it. So what you saying to me actually is that if a woman doesn't use deodorant, she's gonna smell.
Not always.
Not always, but yes,
so
some
then
women.
why do you have to use the deodorant?
No, I expect to use deodorant for hygienic purposes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be with a woman and like, for instance, let's say I'm talking to you and then you go like that and then a woof woof. And that's a deal breaker. You know, nothing's happening. Because I'm thinking that, well, if it's just an armpit smells like that, I don't want to go anywhere else. So that's a deal breaker for me.
Oh my Lord. Have mercy on me. Alright, so
you understand that?
I understand. So she has to smell nice or she has to use deodorant, and then we talked about chemistry, and then you talked about being neat. Actually, by now you have some other ideas because you said just chemistry before, and now you can see that it's more than just chemistry.
Now for me it's still chemistry, because if you actually like that person, no matter if they not smelling so good, you will make sure that they get back on track. You will put them onto the lane that you make that person be the woman or be the man that you want them to be.
You're talking about a relationship then?
No, still sex.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
if somebody, there's no way a person is smelling and you want to
definitely I'm not coming back the next time. Never.
Yeah, but if you're saying that
I'm not coming back.
Doesn't smell nice or whatever, you put them on the right track.
Yeah.
That means you're willing to persevere with them with those.
Because obviously we need to understand that.
So that's a relationship.
No.
Because if you're there just for sexual reasons.
Oh, okay. You're the one that okay. If you're going for only sexual reasons, then that's different.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying.
We're
talking about relationship.
But get it right, as you was even saying, sometimes you might come across somebody like the other partner that is having, for sexual reason, that you think, oh, this is a deal breaker, but she asks something that you'll be looking for, maybe the best act you've ever gotten is from him or her. So you can do some perseverance and say, okay, fine. Oh, you discuss about it, babe, guy, I think it will be good, it will be better, occasionally using deodorant, so that, I'm not saying, spending nice, you have to look for a way of passing, because
but you can only do that if you're in a relationship. No,
you don't have to, if you want to continue the sexual act, if okay, she got something that put you off at the beginning, but at the end of the day, at least, no matter what, I mean, whatever the stage is set, you see end up doing it, despite the fact that lapses is there, but you find out that there is something, maybe he or she outperforms others, and you want to keep.
You mean there's some women that are just really good at it, and regardless of their faults, you're going to keep on going back?
Of course, sure.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for sex.
Yeah, that happens.
Okay.
And I'm sure some women, I've had female friends tell me that I really can't stand that guy. He's a bit of a dick, but he's good in bed. So when I meet someone good,
most times women do that.
Yeah.
They like dickhead though.
Oh god. Anyways, so I'm just gonna add a few. So I feel like some things like being able to reach orgasm is also another factor.
That's the biological thing.
It's also another factor that plays into whether a person
I don't think so.
enjoys.
Why is that a biological thing?
Naturally, some women can't reach orgasm no matter what you do to them. Naturally,
They will never.
Some they don't have the ability to reach orgasm.
I've never heard of that.
But
I'm
not saying it doesn't exist.
A quick disclaimer.
What?
I'm really not bragging, and please don't take it
Oh
bragging.
Lord.
So there's no woman. You can take any.
I'm not aware of a woman that I've slept with that hasn't orgasmed.
Yeah, but I said some can. They don't have the ability.
I haven't slept with a woman. I was fortunate enough that
we don't know the numbers.
I was fortunate in my
we
early
don't know your body count. No, we don't know your body count. So
in my early life, when I was a bit younger, the person I was in a relationship with, she was a type of person that taught me. Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
So you are well schooled.
Yeah, she taught me that to how to sort of like be sensitive to the woman's needs.
So how can someone be sensitive to the woman's needs? Can you mean?
Well,
give some kind of a inkling to that.
Like first of all, the art of seducing a woman is to try and understand what she likes and what she doesn't like in a very short span of time.
Yeah.
And I think the easiest way, the techniques that I use is like there has to be a lot of body contact and see how she reacts to how you try and.
How does that lead to orgasm?
I'm trying to. Good.
Why are you?
Let's get to the point.
When you have body contact with a woman, you could how she reacts. Like some women like kissing, yeah, and some women don't. Some women like to be held and be touched, but really and truly, yeah, if you know you're with a woman and there's a probability that you're going to have sex with her, right from the beginning of the evening, you start trying to see how she reacts to certain things.
What if you want to have sex in the morning?
I'm just giving us.
Okay.
I'm trying to give a
it's just giving like a general example.
Oh,
okay. So the point I'm trying to make is that the more type of interaction you have with her, some women like to be cuddled, some women don't like to be cuddled, some women are a little bit more dominant, you understand?
And I feel like there are probably women who are like some men who just want to get down to the act, no touching, no kissing. Let's just do this.
You will figure that out. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. During your interaction with the woman and trying to subdue her, you'll figure that out. She's a bit of a domineering type of person.
Yeah.
And things like
and no
that.
touchy
It's
feely kind of person.
She just wants to fuck your brains. You can tell that, she just wants to fuck your brains. And you say, be my guest.
Oh God.
And there's some women that need to be seduced.
Thank God this is not a kids channel.
Some women want to be seduced, want to be caressed. And some women, they want to blame the wine. So you give her wine so they can. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand me.
So
that's that.
All right.
Yeah, you've said a lot of things, but he still doesn't explain. He still doesn't explain why women don't have orgasm.
Majority of women. I think
not
listen,
women.
Because everything you
women.
said, some people will have done that, and the
majority of women. I believe majority of women
orgasm.
can orgasm. I believe majority of women. I believe 80% of women can orgasm. Yeah, but you have to. It's like role playing. You have to understand what the woman likes.
Yeah.
You understand me? And orgasm is not about putting your penis inside the woman. It's not about that. Lesbians orgasm all the time. So isn't that a lesson for us to learn?
But lesbians use penis.
Not all
well.
the time. Not all the time.
That one, I don't know what they call it. They strap it on. And
They don't have to use penis to have orgasm.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying.
Most lesbians know the right place to touch.
Yeah, so
Because
it's about
as you said, sometimes it's more about communication, and it's easier for the lesbians because it's a woman to woman talk. They can easily open up to each other that babe, this actually what turns me on, and this is what makes me easily orgasm. Some women, they are not that.
No,
they just leave it to a man to do his job.
My philosophy is.
Yeah, but does the man ask as well?
Listen.
Do you ask her what she likes, what she wants, what she would like you to do to her? Do they ask? Do men ask?
Yeah, the men should. When it comes to woman, they talk without asking.
No, a seasoned
So why can't you talk to your man if he's not asking? Why can't you talk to him that, okay, take it easy, no rushing. This is the way I want you to do it, for me to enjoy it too. So what's wrong with that?
Well, there's nothing wrong in that, but I feel like it goes both ways. Both people should be able to speak to each other.
A seasoned man would understand what a woman needs and how to.
You can't understand what a woman needs. A woman should tell you what she needs.
No, listen. A seasoned
man.
A
woman should communicate. Fine. You think you understand. You think you understand. You can make effort, but it's meant for the woman to actually tell you explicitly this is what I want.
Yeah, but I disagree with that because most women, because of the roles we play in relationships, it takes a lot for a woman to come out and share her most inner desires. And sometimes, most of the time, you have to explore it. You understand me? And to be fair, exploring it takes time. You understand me? So I always try and, this is going to expose me. I always try.
You don't have to say it if you don't want to say it.
No. What I'm trying to say is that I always try and get into the woman's head. And when I say get into the woman's head, understand how the woman feels. And some women, you have to allow them to open up. And when they open up, it's a box of chocolates. Yeah. And some women...
Well, I don't like chocolate, so use another analogy.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Another analogy? I get what you mean, though.
There's a box of diamonds. You like diamonds, don't you? You understand? So I think it's... Yeah, and it depends on... We go back to rapport because, there's some women you can tap into them within a week. There's some women you can tap into them within a day. And there's some women you can tap in them into it takes a longer period of time. You understand me? So I am under the premise that there's no woman that is made out of wood. You understand me? So because there's no woman on this earth, not even Margaret Thatcher, she must have enjoyed sex. You understand me? So I think you just have to tap into that woman. Now the question is, have I got the time and the desire to tap into that woman? You understand me? If I have to have the desire. If I haven't got the desire to tap into that woman, whether you come or you don't come, that's your business. You understand me? You understand me? But if I've got the desire to do that, then I think there's a good chance that we can really enjoy our sex together. And I like the lady to express herself.
Okay, so I feel like other factors would include sex position, because some people don't enjoy sex unless they are engaging in certain positions during the sex. Do we agree with that?
Yep.
That's another factor.
So when you're talking about sex position, are you talking about woman's sex position or a man's sex position?
Oh God.
No.
She said
I want clarity.
meaning men
No.
and women.
What's
I'm talking about everybody.
I don't.
what's your
A
favorite
man.
sex position?
What's it?
No, I'll tell you.
Okay,
What's
so
your favorite
That's
sex
a very personal question.
Also, we're not out here.
No, I choose to.
Okay, do you have it?
I choose to discuss things that I want to discuss. I'm not answering that question.
Okay, you don't have to answer it, but do you have a favorite position?
I don't know.
Then you don't know, and that's part of the problem now. And it's like
I don't know, because your question is a variation of what you just asked me, which I literally just said I'm not going to answer that question, and you're asking me again.
I like that. That's a nice one.
no. Back to my own my kind of question is
wait.
what are you talking
What's your
about?
favorite sex position?
Every position is okay for me.
Right.
It depends on the woman.
You're non-discriminatory.
No. Every position is good enough for me.
Right. Is that it? All right.
No, you've not asked her.
Do women have a favorite sexual position?
I'm sure they do, but that's something that is very personal between themselves and the person that they're having it with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question I'm
So you can
wait, hold on. That question I'm not answering. So you know your favorite sex position, yeah? Do you in your past do you do it with all the people you have sex with, or only the people you feel intimate with?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It's up to you if you want to answer that question.
I'm not
just
going
saying.
to answer that because, like I said in the beginning, sex is for somebody when you're connected together, not just random people.
Okay.
There's sex on the shelf, man. I don't understand what you mean by sex for somebody that you're connected with. Sex is just 2 for £1.
Oh, God.
Outside it.
Where's that?
Oh, yeah. Look, he wants to patronize them. He wants to patronize the shop. Anyways.
I've got some change from shopping. So
Guys, finally
See
on
me
this one.
after the break.
Finally on this one, do we think that there are people who exist that do not enjoy sex?
There are
Yeah.
a lot. There are a lot of them.
so
Okay.
many of them. You can
And,
tell
and
them
sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it might be due to psychological issues,
Sometimes it's health problems.
Or health as well.
health problem.
or sometimes you can.
And
tell-
sometimes naturally, as I said to you, sometimes naturally, biologically, some people the body doesn't really move
Yeah.
right to sex. It
So
doesn't-
do
it
we
doesn't
think that
respond right
people
to
like
sex.
that, they can literally live without sex for the rest of their lives?
No, I'm not saying they
Do we
can live
even
without
think
sex.
anybody exists
Yes,
that's never
they
had
will.
sex?
Yeah.
Maybe people like me.
My
Okay.
Celibate since
Okay, we're
day
not
one.
doing that. We're not doing that. Because that's a blatant lie. You have about 16.
You don't know me.
You have about 24 children out there. How did you have them?
Oh, no. No, you can do artificial insemination.
Really?
Yeah, easy.
sperm donor.
Easy peasy.
Okay, to round it up, guys, do we think men enjoy sex more or women enjoy sex more?
It depends.
Okay, that's your answer.
Yeah.
It depends on what? On those factors that we discussed.
It depends on I don't know. Individually, why are you getting the statistics?
Where are we getting the statistics?
Yeah.
I don't know. From stories that we've heard, from
So
the
from
news,
your own side, from story
from
you've
things that-
heard,
from experience over the years.
from
I
stories.
don't know.
When you say men, we don't have to enjoy sex to have sex. I've said to you, he said animalistic. We're animalistic. It's an instinct.
Or maybe-
we have sex
or maybe-
just to feel like
Or
we've
maybe,
conquered.
or maybe a way.
So we don't have to enjoy sex to have sex.
Yeah, but maybe a
Okay.
better way.
So the only thing you can get statistically is men do have sex more than women, but enjoy sex more than women. You can't say that.
Okay.
Or you could answer the
This
question.
is you giving us your final thoughts.
To try and answer your question, what I would say is that the threshold for enjoyment for men for sex compared to women, the threshold for men is much lower.
It's lower, afraid.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I do.
Do you agree?
Well, I'm not a man now.
No, the threshold for men to enjoy sex is much lower than a woman, because the average woman, you know,
They would like to be taken to class 7 before they...
one thing I don't
My
think
goodness,
she-
what-
Me, I totally agree with him. So you agree as well,
Yeah.
but you're not sure.
But one thing I never forget this statement that my ex-wife once told me.
Idiot.
She said to me that if you want to make love to me, it starts in the morning when you wake up. If you want to make love to me tonight, it starts in the morning.
I
when you
totally
wake
agree
up.
with that.
Yeah.
You
But
can't be
I
you
never-
can't be an
I
asshole
never-
from 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then 6:30 you want to lie down with me. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Right,
It's not gonna happen.
no, you're not talking about sex again. You're talking about relationship.
No, we're
That's
talking
sex.
about sex.
That's
No,
sex.
you're
For
talking
women-
about you're talking
for
about
women,
you're
everything you've done,
you're
you
talking
leading up to
about
that
sex in
moment counts.
you're talking about sex in a relationship. You don't have to get sex in a you don't only get sex in a relationship. You can get sex in a casual
Well, I
contact thing.
think it goes for any type of. I think what my ex-wife was trying to tell me was that it's not when you have the urge that minute. That's when you're gonna start being nice to me.
Exactly.
You have to be nice to me from the morning, and that gives me the desire to want to make love to you. But if you're like what you said, when it's 9 o'clock, it's, hey, baby, how was your day? You become a bit predictable.
Exactly. So Ashley, final thoughts.
How's your mom?
Final thoughts, Ashley. So men, women, what do you think?
I think it's both.
Right. Equaling.
Yeah.
Alright. I think it's best to say, that based on what we've all discussed and based on, stuff that I've read up on as well, I'm not really sure there's one person that can actually tell us whether men enjoy sex more than women or women enjoy sex more than men. It all depends on the factor. It depends on the factors at play. It depends on the environment. Like you said, you can't be such an asshole from morning and then in the evening you want to lie down with somebody. And then even if you're meeting a random person, there are other factors too that might play into whether you enjoy having sex with that person or not. So we can't really say for sure.
But can I
and that's
just
what
say
we're
something?
gonna leave it.
Just what I just said. And if you reverse it, let's say I was with a woman and she was an arsehole from the morning to the evening.
You're still gonna go there anyway. That's not gonna change
If she offers it, she's still gonna do it. A man will never say no to sex. A man will never say no to sex. No, whichever way.
Oh Lord, Ika, you are killing me, man.
But he said the truth. A man will never say no to sex.
That's true.
It's true.
That's true. I agree. So, anyways,
And that's why women make it a weapon.
oh God. Can I just round up this video, please?
Go ahead.
There's been a lot of different opinions on this topic, and if you feel like men, maybe you have a better answer than we do here, let me know in the comment section. If your answer is women enjoy sex more, if it's men more, let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed our discussion as well, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, guys, bye.